it's me, MLB. This is, as the thumbnail already suggests, a mini-series for a villain version of Kaminari. As a few of you will have probably already guessed, his villainy is seeped in mental health issues. I have honed in on one particular condition, but have portrayed it with some of the lesser-known traits of this condition, and have tried to be careful about how I write things so that it doesn't come up as a trigger word on YouTube. If you or anyone you know presents with something similar to what I've described in Kaminari's case, please seek help. Mental health conditions are real and serious, and the quicker we recognise someone needs help, the quicker we can get onto it and stop something bad from happening. Being careful with my words here. Listen to this story with caution, and if at any point in this book you feel triggered, please stop listening. It does get a little bit heavy. All of that aside, here is part 1 of A Surge of Desires. Enjoy. Ugh, how boring was Mr. Mosley's class today? Oh my god. Your friend droned as she caught up beside you at the gate of the college, ready to walk with you after class had ended that day. Oh, I swear, even he falls asleep halfway through his lectures. You replied dryly. Right, your friend chuckled. You heading home today? Or you got work? Work, unfortunately. You? Nah, heading home, she replied with a smile. Tough luck on the work thing. Yeah, it sucks, but it gives me some cash, so whatevs, you replied, keeping your eyes on the path ahead. Your friend nodded, not looking at you as you walked along. Hey, Yin! A male voice called from across the road. You and your friend looked over towards the voice as you slowed your steps. Oh, it's your boyfriend, your friend teased lightly. Shut up, you snorted, wrinkling your nose as you stopped and looked at him. Come, he called brightly. You got work, right? I'll take you. You let out a small huff of annoyance through your nostrils, but turned your head to your friend to at least say goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? Yeah, see ya, she replied, walking off down the street as you looked left then right before walking across the road to your boyfriend. You and he had been together for 7 months now, and truth be told, you were kinda over him. There wasn't anything wrong with him, per se, but you just didn't like him like that anymore. Every time he opened his mouth, you just wanted to punch him in the face. He was nice, but you just didn't feel the connection anymore. How was college today? Learn anything new? He asked brightly as he reached out to hug you. It felt like he was about to wrap you in plastic and restrict all your movements. So repulsed were you by having his arms around you that you instinctively stepped back. His face dropped a little when you deliberately avoided his hug, and you felt bad, so lied to cover it. Sorry, I stink. It was yuck in the classroom today. No aircon. I don't care, he replied, that annoying big grin growing on his face already. This guy was so bland. He had one emotion, happiness, like all the time. Every time he called you, happy. Every time you guys had had a fight, smiles and acceptance, then back to happy. Bike breaks down in a storm and he has to push it 5 kilometers in the rain, happy. It was just getting really old. You were more reserved. You didn't just up and smile for anyone. You kept your smiles for times when you actually felt like smiling. You were used to a more varied assortment of emotions. Jumper got snagged on the door handle? Pissed. Found your favourite jeans after 3 months of looking? Ecstatic, although you didn't show it on your face. Someone stepped on the flower that you'd been watching grow over the past few days? Sullen. You were a spin the wheel of the limbic system. Here! Your jovial man's happy voice snapped you out of your internal daydream. Helmet for safety! Huh? A helmet was plopped onto your head, and his fingers were now under your chin, clicking the safety clip together snugly so it kept you safe. There, he smiled at you as he patted your head lightly. Gotta keep my little angel safe. You almost heaved right there on the side of the road. Now, on you get and off we go, he gestured to his push bike. His good old trusty push bike, the same one that had broken down in the storm and he had had to push it to your place so that he had somewhere to wait out the storm. Daisy will get us to your workplace in no time flat. Daisy. Of all the names he could have picked for a bike. Daisy. You got onto the flat tray at the back and kept your eyes on the ground as he hopped on in front of you and wobbly pushed off, then pedalled along with his ass in your face, praying that no one from your college would see you or recognise you. A short ride later, you were there in front of the doors for your work. You got off as quickly as possible and yanked the helmet from your head, all of this happening before your man had a chance to stop, and your sudden dismount from the bike threw him off balance, and he wobbled his way into a bush and promptly face-planted over the top of the handlebars and into it, bike following suit and ending up over the top of him. I gotta go, you mumbled hesitantly, eyes flicking left and right to make sure no one had seen your boyfriend in all of his glory, face first with a mouthful of leaves. If it had been you in his position, you would have flown off the handle at him, but it came as no surprise to you when you heard him laughing from inside the bush and pull himself out with a giant grin on his face. That must have looked hilarious, he chuckled, flicking leaves off his jumper, but forgetting about the ones in his hair as he pulled his bike out and checked it over. Yeah, I gotta go, you said again, stepping back slowly towards the doors of the cafe you worked at. Wait, do I get a kiss? He asked, bright smile and bright eyes begging for you to come closer. You held back the unenthused look on your face and stepped back towards him, telling yourself to just give him a quick kiss and then you could go. You felt bad. You could feel the love radiating from him. To him you were the sun shining brightly overhead, but to you, it was just too much. The light inside you that had had his name on it was dying. After giving him an emotionless kiss, you stepped back again and turned to go. Good luck, he called happily, waving at the back of your head. You didn't reply. I'll be here when you're finished, he called again. You paused at the doors, hand on the handle. No, it's okay. I have a meeting after work and a co-worker's going to walk me home, you said, plastering a fake smile on your face as you looked back over at him to cover the lie that you'd told. Oh, okay then I'll call you, he replied, giving you another bright smile. You didn't say anything else, just quickly yanked the door open and ran in, eager to get away from him. Hey Ian, your fellow female waitress greeted you as you entered. Hey, you monotoned blandly as you walked quickly past her and out the back section of the cafe to get changed so you could start your shift. Hanging your casual clothes up in the locker, you changed into the work outfit and turned to the mirror. Maybe I'll go blonde today? You watched as your hair colour changed, and then you lengthened it a little to shoulder length. Then you ran your fingers through it. Ooh, you look good in blonde. I love it, another worker commented as she walked in and started changing as well. Yeah, haven't been blonde for a while. That's such a cool quirk, she replied. I wish I could change my hair colour and length just by thinking it. It would save me so much angst. Yeah, you replied, making to walk past her. It's okay, I guess. Hey, also, we have different sections tonight. You're looking after the back section. Oh, really? You moaned. Well, the old people sit there. What's wrong with old people? She asked with a chuckle. They always tell me I'm a sweetheart or beautiful. Ugh, no thanks. Oh, but you are, the coworker bubbled. You're just a bundle of angsty gorgeousness. Ew. You wrinkled your nose and walked out as she giggled away from behind you. Well, there's chapter 1. It doesn't give much away at this point, but I'm sure we'll meet Zappy Pappy soon. I can hear you guys groan already. Zappy Pappy. See you tomorrow for part 2.